Good morning, it's John and Jocelyn from JD Escapes, and we're here in the beautiful and historic town of Salta in northwestern Argentina.
We've never seen empanadas like this before.
Salta is located at 1,000 meters above sea level and at the foothills of the Andes Mountains.
Feels like we're back in Peru.
This region is known for its colonial style towns and its surrounding multicolored hills. They're really different colors. So join us in this video as we take you around Salta and explore its incredible landscapes.
Let's go!
We just touched down in Salta after a 3-hour flight and we're so hungry right now. This place is called La Salteñeria Empanadas and it's a 5 minutes walk from our Airbnb. We just randomly walked in here and we realized that this place is so popular. It has like a very hipster, cool vibe. Everybody here is young and hip and that's why we're here. We ordered this drink, random drink. I thought the lady said granadilla, which is the passion fruit, but turns out to be something else. Marinaro is a soda. It tastes like Fanta cherry. Not what I wanted, but that's not important. The most important thing is these empanadas. We walked in and we saw a wood-fired oven. We thought they were selling pizzas, but they're selling empanadas. And look at it. We've never seen empanadas like this before. They're tiny. We should have gotten more, but oh my god, it smells burnt. The empanadas are made fresh and then they're placed in the wood-fired oven. The fire is so hot that empanadas start to smoke and it comes out totally charred, like an Italian pizza crust. I'm gonna try this empanadas. Oh my god. The feel is so good. The crust is more like a big crust because it was done in the wood-fired oven. I really like the char taste on it. Delicious. I'm going to try this thing called potosi. So this is called potosina. We couldn't find what it was, but it's on here on the menu. It just says that it's a big empanada. They gave me a spoon. I'm just going to pick it up. Oh, it's really hot. Oh my god. There's no good way to do this, but look at the juices that are spilling out of it. There's chicken, onions, and olives inside. That's why they gave you a spoon, because they knew it's going to be so juicy. There's chili too. She said this was picante, but nah. Argentina chilies are not picante. Let's give it a try. Oh, it's so juicy. There's so much sauce inside. The crust is so good. It's burnt, hard on the outside, but the inside is chewy and a little bit sweet. Okay, so look at this. Chicken juices. So delicious. Okay. I know I didn't seem so enthused about these empanadas, but the meat ones are so juicy on the inside. This burnt part, like, it's crispy and charred. We ordered some more. So that's how good it is. Oh my god, look at it. All the oil is spilling out. Get the meat ones. They're so juicy. There's some like meat oils coming out. So delicious.
One of the popular things to do here in Salta is to go up Cerro San Bernardo, which is a hill that is just behind.
Taxi over there.
Oh wait, sorry. There. There are two options to go up. One is to take the cable car and the other is to climb 1,000 steps. Guess what we're gonna do? We bought the one-way ticket to only go up and then we'll take the stairs down because we're cheapos. Made it up to the top of Cerro San Bernardo and here you can have a bird's eye view of the entire Salta city. Salta is actually pretty big even though the main center square is quite small. It's a very nice place, the weather is cooling. I think this hill is at 1,500 meters high. I'm not sure, we will check that. On this hill you have several activities such as looking at this cross, looking at the view, looking at the waterfall and taking picture of the Salta sign. And you can even work out right there to do some like CrossFit and pull-ups and stuff. So we're gonna continue exploring this area. Let's go! The weather now is, I think we've hit cold front. Nice day to come up to this hill.
And now the long walk down. Luckily it was not a walk up. Otherwise somebody would kill me.
I've had enough of stairs.
Stairs! For lunch today we've come to a random restaurant along the side of the streets here in Salta. This place specializes in Churrasco, which I have no idea what it is. We weren't going to film here, but the first appetizer that came for free is warm bread, by the way. It's warm. Oh, it's not even warm. It's hot.
Hot is it?
Look at this condiment. Fresh eggplant dipped with your warm bread. Okay, I can't even wait anymore. I'm so hungry.
Todo bien, Singapore?
Sí, todo bien. Okay, here we go. Look at this bite. The amount of spices in here is crazy. That is so delicious. Like eggplant, oil, a little bit of chili flakes, parsley, salt. Oh my god, I have to have another bite right now.
Stop eating all my eggplant.
Okay, our main has arrived. Look at this platter. This is called the churrasco. It's potato wedges topped with giant pieces of steak. It's covered in some kind of pepper sauce. Apparently peppers in Salta region are very famous. They dry them here for some kind of seasoning. And then on the very top, fried is oregano seasoning. The yolks are, no, not bad. Has a little bit of liquid inside, but I'm gonna start the show, the steak. He didn't ask how he wanted it done, so obviously it is medium. Look at that. There's so much juice all over my plate. I'll try the steak. I'm gonna put some peppers on that. The steak, the beefy taste explodes in your mouth. The peppers add a bit of sweetness. Not the most tender steak they've ever had, but extremely juicy, extremely tasty. Steak in Argentina, something came about. Steak in Argentina is absolutely crazy delicious, crazy cheap, crazy good. Good morning, it's John and Jocelyn from JJ Escapes. We're heading towards Cachi. We made a quick pit stop this morning for some coffee and toilets, but we're already surrounded by beautiful, green, lush mountains.
This region is known for having multicolored hills. We'll be able to see that as we go further up. Salta is at 1,000 meters altitude. We're now at 2,000 and we'll go up all the way to 3,500 meters altitude later. Where's my coca?
They have coca here, which is pretty amazing because I think it's illegal. Okay, the bus is coming to kill us, so we gotta move out of the way. See you later. And our second stop now, to climb like 1,000 meters up. We're at 3,400, 3,300 meters. It's this amazing viewpoint overlooking the valley. And the super windy road that we drove up, then I was sleeping the entire way. Really amazing view here. They're also selling goat cheese and salami. Oh, gracias. Yama? Yama salami.
Aww.
Oh, bite.
Tastes like salami.
Goat cheese. Gracias.
Oh, it's very funky. Oh, that's very funky. It's like very, very sharp cheddar. Like ultra sharp, the sharpest cheddar ever.
We're now at the highest point of our tour.
3,457 meters.
I don't know what that is in feet, but it's very high.
Feels like we're back in Peru.
You can definitely feel the altitude when you're walking around. Stop number 4.
We're in the secrets of the cactus garden. Is that what it is?
Yeah, apparently this is the second biggest cactus grove in the entire world.
Oh, look.
Yeah, these are not the cactus that you get in Singapore in a small pot. The cactus looks like this. It's really just like a flat plain with cacti as far as the eye can see. It's one of the more unique
It's so
places
unique.
that we've been to.
Do you see the mountains? They're really different colors. I thought people just oversaturate their photos, but
I'm pretty sure they're oversaturated, but I'm gonna pump up the saturation in this part and you're gonna see like 7 color mountains.
I don't think that's the name. 7 Color Mountain somewhere else.
We finally made it all the way here to Cachi, the town of Cachi. I think this is the most quaint town of all towns that we've been to in South America.
Yeah, it's super small. I think it's primarily meant for the tourists visiting the area. The buildings are very cute. They're white color.
And the colonial style.
Yeah, colonial style. There's a nice shady park in the middle of the town. And the church is pastel yellow.
Oh, but the most amazing thing about the church is that it's built out of cactus.
Oh, cactus wood.
We saw the cacti earlier in the national park, and now here's what they use it for. But turns out nowadays the cactus are protected, so there can no longer be any buildings built out of cacti.
I want to buy a small piece of cactus wood.
I don't think you can do that. You might be sent to jail.
No, of course not.
Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to say was that the Cachi Tour is just going to the city of Cachi. Most of the tours, the areas around Cachi, you just end up here for lunch. I would describe the tour as being extremely pleasant.
It's very pleasant.
No hardship. Just sit on the bus. The bus driver is also our tour guide. So he's driving and speaking at the same time. Speaking both English and Spanish. It's crazy.
And driving on the windy roads.
That's it. And we're heading back to town. Heading back to Salta.
Good morning. Today we're going on a tour to Cafayate, and there's supposed to be some Antelope Canyon-like rock formations. So we're very excited for that. And after that is the best part of the tour, where we will be visiting a bodega, which is a vineyard, and have some wine tasting. We're going to have some breakfast right now, which is just a cup of coffee, and then we're headed on our way.
So arrived at our first stop for the day.
It's called Shell Gorge. No, Gorge of the Shell. What is it?
We've been driving through the Shell Gorge and we've arrived at the Devil's Throat. Throat of the Devil. It's a pretty short walk. You get to the end. It's a sign that says you can't go any further, but a lot of people don't seem to be following that rule.
It's at your own risk.
This is supposed to be the miracle rock. Apparently, if you touch it, you will get divorced within next year. Our guide says that Salta is the divorce capital of Argentina.
It's actually really huge. You just can't tell from the pictures.
Interesting rock formations, like there are these lines where the rock is like pushed up through tectonic plate activities. And lots of big words coming out of my mouth.
The next stop is at this place called the Amphitheater.
Huge gorge again. I don't know how many stories that is. Maybe like 30 stories maybe? Yeah, at least. Taller than our apartment block in Singapore. After our very pleasant tour yesterday, now they're making us hike. The rock formations are crazy and the view is spectacular. Woo!
Up by this viewpoint, there's a very short walk up, but it's very interesting to see how the red mountains contrast with the green pastures. It looks so dry, but there's so many green shrubs.
Just arrived at the bodega. It's called Secretas via something.
Vasija Secreta.
Secret winery. Excellent Spanish over here. Check out how big this wine barrel is.
Looks dirty inside.
Pretty similar to most wine tours that we've been on.
Yeah, but the difference is in the wine.
Some white wine, some red wine. now it's time for Jocelyn's favorite activity,
Oh, is it?
I think.
Lunchtime.
We finally made it to the town of Cafayate and we just had our lunch.
It's a very small town. Looks like it's only driven by tourism.
Interesting thing is that over here they pronounce the Y as a J. So Cafayate is pronounced Cafayate, and I had a dessert called cajote, which is spelled as coyote. Like Wiley Coyote. So now we're just gonna walk around the town and maybe buy some souvenirs. Maybe not. Cafayate definitely seems much bigger than Cachi, which is the town that we visited yesterday. It's still nice, but I think the vibe of Cachi is much nicer.
Cachi is more colonial.
Yeah,
Here it's more local.
but it's a very nice and quaint town. Definitely worth it to come here. Hi, Cafayate is very famous for having a lot of vineyards. Since you have a lot of vineyards, you have a lot of wine. When you can't sell all the wine, what do? Make it into vino tinto ice cream or red wine ice cream. I don't know why I smelled it because ice cream never has never has smell. But here we go. It doesn't taste like wine. It tastes like yam ice cream. I don't know why. It might be because of the color. Okay, it dripped everywhere. It's super hot here because it's summer, so having a nice refreshing cone of ice cream is always good. Unexpected twist. Our van has broken down. Time to change a new one.
Where did you get this one from?
Oh, they called ahead. Hopefully this one doesn't have problems. Okay. A little squeezier, but we're on the way.
Back to Salta.
This is a very long tour.
It's been more than 12 hours.
Oh yeah. 12 hours exactly.
I don't know how they use it for the roof because there are holes.
It's magic. Magic cactus wood.
And there's some like Incan ruins wannabes here. I don't think these are Incan ruins. Here is actually beep beep.
Sing a lunch song.
What's the life song?
Your lunch song.
What's the life song?
Your favorite lunch song.
Lunchtime, lunchtime. The lunch song. What is the lunch song?